homies? Oh my goodness. I did my wife's hair. It's awesome. I braided it and put, no, I didn't do all that. I did do the hair though. I didn't do the full complexity of the complex hairdo, but I did like, it's a professional hairdo if you want to know about it. Gotta check out her channel, complexhair.com. I don't, she doesn't have anything to do with anything, okay? She does her own hair, but there's no, I'm kidding about the rest. There's no .com. No .com. She could have a .com, but she doesn't want one. Oh my goodness, it's kind of funny when I think about how many times I've done my own hair in my life. People are like, yeah, I started cutting my own hair since COVID. I'm like, since COVID? I'm like, do you remember SARS? I was doing my hair before SARS. I'm just like I'm not good at electrical. I'm pretty damn good at doing hair, my own hair, and other people's hair too. But I can't get into it. They won't let me. Oh, so when you really know, you know. What's really going on? I feel like, is there something impeding this? Or okay, she's perfect. She's perfect. Just okay. Yeah, these blinds. Oof. They're like, oh no, the blinds are way better now. Yeah. Oh, you bought your blinds 2 years ago? Oh, from here? Oh. Home Depot. Scuzzy buckets, eh? It's always gonna be something for me to do. It's kind of funny. If we lived on a cloud, you know, if we lived in Cloud City, where would we get the parts from? You know what I mean? How are we gonna repair the cloud? It's kind of weird that they had a place called Cloud City, if you think about it. And then it really isn't. I think the first time I found out there was refueling stations in the sky, I was like, what you talking about? I think it was 90s. I think it was like 89, 91, 92, 93 maybe. But like all this is kind of totally a blur. But I'm pretty sure I was reading books or watching old TBS movie film documentaries on, because I was into Top Gun, eh? Like I really liked Top Gun. I thought, yeah, Top Gun. But there was a video game where you had to land on this air carrier when I was a kid. I think it was a Nintendo game. It was like 86 or something like that. So I guarantee you, back in the 80s, they had these refueling stations in the sky. Anybody know what is the longest a drone has flown for without landing? It's a very long time. So I thought that was pretty cool too. I can't remember if it was 33 days or 192. But it's days. It's like a month. Or it's like 6 months, 7 months. And then it got me thinking, you know, is that round trip, or did this thing just take off in one direction and keep flying? You know what I'm saying? People out there really kind of get, there's certain people that can now take what I just said and fly with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can explore far past the boundaries, okay? And that's the only way, especially safely, right? But are you going to be able to transmit a signal, right? So when they talked about, or sorry, when I spoke a couple days ago about the transmission of energy through airwaves, and I believe it had just been done by Lear. Was it Lear? Oh no, DARPA. DARPA, sorry, I misspoke. So DARPA recently revealed, or I mean, I just read, and I think they just did this, they just, for the first time ever, have announced publicly that they can transmit huge amounts of energy to substations on the ground to give to families and homes anywhere. Like they can, this is through the air. An airplane can be do you know what those, do you know how they say they can gain, you can gain wireless reception further away, like they increase the distance you can have internet in your house with those little triangular cubes you used to plug into the wall. Maybe like they came out about 12-15 years ago, depends what company you had. Like you might have had it 25 years ago, 20 years ago with the European or American companies, the best, but or Chinese or South Korean or whatever. There are other places with wicked tech, Japan. I can't even pronounce it correctly. But those places, or those devices were used then, what they're using now to transmit thousands of homes energy wirelessly through the air. So you have to take it like 3 points, do a 3 point, something on the ground creates energy, like Hoover Dam, and Hoover Dam fires the energy into the air very far away to a plane in the sky. That plane flies, and as long as the laser, the beam can stay within it from Hoover Dam, the plane's flying at 300-600 miles per hour towards or in the vicinity of your village that had a power outage with your dam or your solar power, whatever your means of, maybe it was coal powered. So now you have to have some sort of transmission station down on the ground there in Iceland, in Germany, in Scotland, Ireland, wherever you are, and they've cut your power, the power has gone out from whatever means. They can literally provide you with power almost instantaneously now. So there should be no major disruptions to energy because of these devices, these planes. Now you just have to build planes and build more power stations, solar powered stations that, sure, you can't hold any more than this much, but those stations are always constantly feeding planes in the sky. And as long as they're feeding planes in the sky, they're never, how do you word it? The batteries are never full. So they can always keep taking energy. So did you hear that Tesla, if you had a Tesla solar panel, some people were getting like $1,200-$1,500 back in credits at the end of the year? Because they used the energy they used for their houses and for their cars, they still had energy left over for They had bright summer days in Utah, Arizona, wherever they live, Phoenix, Florida. All year round they have sun. Canada, like in Winnipeg compared to Phoenix, Arizona, it's insane the difference in sunlight. It's insane. And that can only mean one thing. So that's pretty epic. But there is other factors that play in as well. So that keep mine epic as well. It's a duration of a season. I don't need all that. I just need it for this much. But that's where it gets technical. That's how I learned to grow. Was off my season here in Manitoba. And I mean mastered growing. But then I took something further and I took it to Alaska. And I thought to myself, how is it possible that there's one of my favorite varieties, Alaskan Thunder, and Matanuska Tundra? How are those varieties? See, I am a legend. How are those varieties able to grow in their time zones, right? So it's only until you master that method of growing outdoors that you are a master. You are a legend of growing. You're a legend. But you got to master both Manitoba and Alaska's growing seasons. And then you have to do it indoors, which, how capable are you is what I ask. And yeah, I'm here to make the world better, so there you go. Merry Christmas. Well, you got a lot of studying to do. And I did this in a year or two, maybe 3. I had mastered Alaska. But a year is 365 days. That was like I ate, slept, and breathed Alaska. And it was 2000 maybe. I was 20. 1999, 2000, 2001. Stuff just didn't make sense when I looked at Buddy's online. When I looked at these pictures he sent me of his grow, I was like, how is that possible? And then he explained barely something to me, and that changed my life forever. That put me at the very top echelon of growing in the world. There'll never be another grower as good as me unless you know Buddy from Nova Scotia or wherever this dude's from. I don't know who he was besides he was super cool and he really liked me. Super cool dude. But a proper dude. Your life isn't like just trying to be a firefighter or a policeman or an army ranger. You could have, like, that could be part of it, sure, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. I mean, I'd rather you not be a policeman for the corporations, but you're gonna do what you want to do, right? And then you made your bed. Now you got to sleep in that bed, right? So choose wisely, because there's a lot of greasy fucks out there. Greasy fucks. And they come in all shapes and sizes, all industries. How do you think you get to the top? You think you get to the top by being nice? That's your first mistake. Now, in growing, I didn't have to step on anybody. The only person that I was cheating when I didn't learn how to grow was myself. Because I was wasting my time, my money. I learned patience. I learned that you can heal and things do get better even when they look really bad. Stuff can turn out to flourish and be some of the best terpiest in the world. Not always. It takes the right touch, and sometimes it is a miracle. You know what I mean? Because there's lots of times where you just can't replicate that with the same scenario, you think, but your soil type is different. Something is off, right? Things are off. It could be one thing or two things. Usually it's going to be more than one thing. Like if you're having a bad grow, it's because you screwed up a bunch of ways, or you waited till like the last day to deal with something that like this is ready now. What do you mean you're going to deal with it today? The thing's done. You know what I mean? Whatever's there is there. What will be there is actually now there. C'est fini dans français. So this is epic. I probably, yeah. We'll be here a while. It's not going to be that short of an episode today. This might be a 2 or a 3 hour. And that might be it. Maybe I do a sleep stream. I don't know. I feel pretty tired. Regenerate my body for a couple hours probably. I need to eat something though, so probably make waffles, I guess. Waffles would be stupid. If I made waffles, holy snap. I'd probably make waffles, you know? Wash a couple plates. I got spoons, I got cutlery. And bam! We're eating waffles. Bitch! Make a couple pancakes for the wife. At least one. Make her one. But man, I'm hungry. I need a spatula and a bowl and almond drink and some other stuff. Pancake mix. I'm gonna need pancake mix. But we have that. I'm not gonna start panicking. I'm pretty sure we have pancake mix. Damn it. Shoot the 3-point tongue. Oh, he delivers. Chicks everywhere. Screaming. I have to charge my battery, but I can't find my charging station right now, which is just something. I got enough battery to do whatever I do, but I think it's in that box. I'm serious. I got another one coming. I got another one coming. I'm gonna order a set for the batteries. We got like 19 tools and one battery. I'll keep a battery in the drills, battery in the standard, and I put a battery in my neighbor. It wouldn't be bad to have a battery in the light of like 4 we bought 3 batteries for $30 each. Oh, it's over. D4s. But sometimes I want to buy 3 batteries. I haven't even bought the 2 yet. Premarital sex. We're not having sex. We're not having sex. Tell them. What? Tell them we're virgins. We're Virginians. Hey, tell them we're virgins. She's telling them. Babe? Tell them we're virgins.
No, it's 23 now.
Yeah, I got it nice right now. I'll have just a nice toasty nap. I say bye, guys. Say bye. You look so cute. Where's your shoes that you want to fix?
Yeah, which are ours? Whoa!
And then you can, what's this?
Just make you fly backwards
And then poof, when you go backwards.
just do a backflip and you fucking take you on the chin, you go flying, I go down the stairs. What are you trying to hobble in front of me for?
I guys had to do garbage recycling, pick weeds, pick the cat outside, and we also got some cresses bid. So didn't get them all bid. Of course not. That would be too amazing if we were to do that, but we have been counting the seconds and the minutes and the days till we go on vacation, guys. Look, this looks nice. Let me grab the other ones. Hi, Tiggs. Hi. You want treats? Here, Tiggs. You want to have a treat? I definitely have to have a bath. Hi. What is it, little bucko? Hi. I gotta vacuum, have a bath. We have to eat something. I'm gonna eat oranges and plum cots here. Hi, baby boy. Hi, good boy. Such a good boy. I love you, Tiggs. Wipe your face a little bit, eh? Nice. You want me to brush you? I got the brush here. Oh, you love brushing, eh? Oh, now you're up for a brushing and then a nap, eh? Good boy. Let's get all the hair off you. You're such a good boy. Come on, meow. There you go, Tiggs. How's a good brushing, eh? We have a protein bar, which we're not going to start with today for breakfast. We're going to start with oranges and just getting ready to... We're playing this new round here. It's called Unfail. So you can't fail, or we're going to make sure we unfail. What is it? You want treats? You have to let me know. I just unsubscribed from all the channels that don't post original content. Nobody else, just all the channels. So it was basically everybody. Am I the only one that posts original content? Dun, dun, dun. So my toaster is gone. It'll be back. Like I'll have a new toaster, but it's gonna be a while. This Canada Post sucks. Wait a second. Where's the other packages? Okay. More to do, but I am not doing it. Question mark? Yeah. But yeah. Over here. We gonna do this, bro. So, mettre ça dans ça ici, mes amis. Come with me to a place. Okay. It says this is playable. Perfect. Okay. I always like to start off like that. And then next layer, we can do anything really, but let's check the bottom. We gotta clear the bottom. Clear the whole tubey. That's how we roll here. So fresh and so clean. Let you get that out. Once you clear this, you're good to go. Now, sit back and relax. Oh yeah. Now. What does that even say? Spooky soiree. It said something like Lone Wolf. Now it's like Survivor 4-player mode. But at first, I swear, there's words in there that read, don't quote me, but it's pretty near a quote. It says something like, play solo, unfail. Like it says something like that. But here we are. Not solo. Solo, not solo. Checking this quick here as that's what we do. £12 weights are $40. That's crazy. He's got me.
I'm activating a terminal. activating a terminal. I'm 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 activating a terminal.